Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Dal, and this week we got ourselves patch 10.1.7 over on the PTR, with the next World of Warcraft update already in development just as 10.1.5 has just recently launched. And based on the most recently updated roadmap, 10.1.7 will be called Fury of the Incarnate, and is set to bring in some new features like a new public event of Dream Surges, new Heritage Armor quests, even more customization options, a new Mega Dungeon difficulty, new story quests, and a holiday refresh, with likely even more class changes and even revamps at some point in the future. In today's video, I wanted to dive into the very first build of the 10.1.7 and highlight even more cosmetics and content in the works for the next future Dragonflight update. But right before we get into this PTR update video, most of you guys watching these updates are still not subscribed. However, the more of you remind, the more of you do, so let's keep it going. Subscribe to the channel and ring the bell if you're watching these videos anyway, especially if you want to get more regular content regarding all of the newest Dragonflight updates and changes going forward. A new public event is being added into the patch 10.1.7 called a Dream Surge. One of the 4 original Dragonflight zones will be picked for a Dream Surge event, with invasion zones rotating with every single week. During this time, completing quests and slaying empowered elites in the zone provides you with a variety of bonuses, including bonus faction reputations, leveling experience, and even a chance of dropping gear of item level 415 epic quality that is also bound to your account, meaning that these items can be traded cross characters where your main can help gear out your undergeared alts. Inside of these invasion points, you'll be combating against fiery elementals as well as druids of the flame. The smaller invasion points can be handled by a couple of players, but the bigger invasions are much more challenging and will require a full raid of players to defeat, but can also award raid level quality gear. While a zone is under a Dream Surge, players are empowered with a variety of Emerald Dream buffs, where you get simple effects such as 50% movement speed, or a combat shield that makes you very durable, or even a cheat death mechanic that works out in the open world. All of these buffs can make your time inside of a Dream Surge much easier to handle, especially when facing against the newly empowered rares and elites. Every player in the Dream Surge zone will be able to vote for which buff they would rather receive by contributing Dream Surge Coalescence to a Vote Weaver, usually getting to choose one out of the 2 options every 30 minutes. For now, the Dream Surges are available for testing in Thaldrazes over on the PTR, and offer a variety of catch-up bonuses for your alts, with additional experience, reputation, and even gear upgrades. Next, we have 2 new Heritage Armor sets available for you to earn in the patch 10.1.7, with the Night Elves and the Forsaken gaining their own unique armor variants. The Forsaken armor set can be currently previewed from the Appearance tab over on the PTR. Its design is a mix of gothic spike-plated shoulders, combined together with what seems like stealthy leathers and castery cloth pieces. The belt has everything an undead scientist would need for their experiments, packed together with acidic vials and potions, as well as surgical tools and hooks. The back piece is a big, spiked towering casket, and the helm comes with a masked and a non-masked version. The Night Elf armor set cannot be previewed like the Forsaken one, but we do have some early screen grabs of the incomplete version. Their set is an in-between variation between a Priestess of a Loon and a Druid, though likely missing important components like the shoulders to help complete the attire. Like the Human and the Orc Heritage sets, there will likely be even more variations for each armor type, similar to how the Human one can be altered to look more like a warrior and a paladin, while the Orc set can fit the warrior or the shaman aesthetic, and we'll likely get more details regarding both of these sets in the future updates. Next, we have even more customizations coming in 10.1.5, with the Undeads planning to get 5 more skin tones in this recent update, with Night Elves also planning to gain additional customization choices like face and body tattoos, similar to what is available on the male Night Elf models. Finally, we have the Draenei, which is set to gain access to the Man'ari Eridar skin tones to fill in the Warlock class options, with the 3 new iconic demon skins, 4 Eridar hair color choices, and 4 demonic eye colors available for preview in the future Dragonflight build. A new ping system has finally been added into the patch 10.1.7. For those of you that don't really frequent games outside of World of Warcraft, a ping is similar to a world marker, though one that appears on the ground or above another character temporarily. Pings are a fast way to communicate an idea to other players, designed for high efficiency instead of a hectic, action-packed combat encounter. Pings will come with a sound effect and an in-game icon, as well as a chat message signifying a specific action from another player. To enable pings over on the PTR, you'll need to keybind pings to a keybind. By pressing the keybind down and holding down left click, it'll bring up a new radial menu, which provides you with 4 quick access options. Releasing your mouse over one of the options causes the message to show up in-game. Holding down the ping keybind, then left clicking and releasing without moving allows you to ping a non-alert ping, usually used to highlight something important to your allies without necessarily calling an action towards that item. Those of you who prefer using macros and keybinds may wish to macro every one of these pings separately, maybe even as part of your defensive abilities, while letting your team know that you are in danger and may require some assistance from the healer. On paper, pings could help revolutionize communication in PvE and PvP content by helping your allies take note of the important information in a split second, while helping your team get the context needed without having to type out a full message mid-encounter. In PvP, being able to make fast calls like this would be huge when it comes to turning the tide and winning an arena match. And in raids, this can help raid leaders point out specific raid mechanics in a quick and an efficient way. Some in the community are worried, however, that pings could be used for nefarious toxic reasons, and that's always a possibility in any multiplayer environment. But hopefully they can take feedback regarding this new system and make adjustments to it throughout the development of the patch 10.1.7. New class armor sets have been partially added into the patch 10.1.7 PTR, with seemingly each class set to gain one at some point in the near future. For now, we have access to the classes like Druid, Warrior, Demon Hunter, Warlock, Monk, and Death Knight, where only certain items such as the shoulders, the belt, and the helm armor slots are visible. Each class is also set to gain a unique weapon, with every class weapon data mined during the previous PTR updates. For now, these items aren't obtainable from any of the vendors or activities available in the current PTR build, leaving everyone in the community to guess as to how we may acquire these unique class-specific items. Some have assumed this could be part of a future tier sets planned for the next raid of Dragonflight, with each class gaining iconic looks to represent each class's silhouette. Some are assuming that these sets may be part of an in-game reward, which could end up being one of the items we may see on the trading post in the future, or potentially a reward from a challenge mode content, similar to what we had back in the expansions like Mists of Pandaria or Warlords of Draenor with their challenge mode dungeons, or maybe something similar to the Mage Tower challenge back in Legion. Or maybe there will be some sort of a class quests in the future where everyone will have a chance at obtaining all of these unique items. But until we get more PTR patch updates, it's really up in the air as to how we may acquire any of these armor sets. But for now, that's gonna be everything we got regarding the recent patch 10.1.7 PTR update. As per usual, if you guys enjoyed this video or found it informative, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I would very much appreciate it. And as always, in the description of every single video and live stream, we have a link to our Discord community channel. Probably the best place to reach out to me directly in case you want to let me know what you thought about this video or hang out with the rest of the community to discuss some of the upcoming changes. Join our Discord to become part of the community. But otherwise, thank you all so much for watching this video. I do hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know all of your thoughts down below. And as always, I'll see all of you guys in another video.